Welcome to viewers across India to the National Stadium here in Dublin, Ireland. Please welcome into the ring from Delhi, India, Vijender Singh!
Just 4 weeks or so ago, and let's see what he can do this time up.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is a 4 3-minute round international contest in the middleweight division. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner with an unbeaten record of 2 wins to his name. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 11-11-4, and tonight he wears the black shorts. Please welcome from Arnold, Nottinghamshire, Dean Gillen. And across the ring in the blue corner, making his second professional outing this evening with 1 win from 1, weighing in 11-10-6. And tonight he wears the white shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a 2-time silver medalist at the Commonwealth Games and bronze at both the World Amateur Games and Beijing Olympics. Please welcome from Delhi, India's favourite boxing son, Vijender Singh! Your referee is David Irving of Ireland, who will now give his final instructions to both boxers. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 3-minute rounds.
And an appropriate time to welcome our millions of Indian viewers as well, watching the progress of a brilliant amateur star. It's going to be interesting, Barry Jones, to see how he progresses as a professional. He looked very good on his debut.
He did look very good, and to be honest, I didn't think I gave him enough credit. You know, I think he started the fight a little bit on his toes, but settled on very well and showed a lot of strength, which is what to be honest, what we were worried about the most. The transition from that computer scoring amateur style to the professional game, and I think he moved into it very quickly and very smartly.
Competed in 3 Olympics, had a victory over Badu Jack, who's the current WBC super middleweight champion, Commonwealth champions as well in 2010, beat Frank Buglioni in the final, Asian gold medal, the list goes on really. He was a brilliant amateur, but he's showing signs that he's adapting well, and here against a tough fireman from Nottingham, Dean Gillen.
But Gillen, you know, different tactics to Whiting, and rather than trying to box on the back foot, he's trying to take the fight here to Singh, which is probably a better idea because Singh is an absolutely masterful boxer, so you don't want to give a guy with his quality any space or any room to get his work off. You want to try and smother his work, get close. That's what Gillen's trying to do.
Good accuracy again from Singh, nice body shot in there in that last exchange. Big fan base, Vijender Singh, and if he progresses well over this side of the world in the UK and here in Ireland, then you know there are plans afoot at some stage down the line for him to fight. Back home in India, big fan base over there. Oh, good shot! Good right hand, and Gillen didn't see it.
Cracking right down. The timing more than anything else than that, the timing was really good. He's landed with a few right hands already, and there's another solid shot again.
And he's teeing off here, that's another big body shot. And Gillen's going to have to dig in here in this last minute of the first round to get through to the bell.
Look at the footwork of Singh though, when he had Gillen in a little bit of trouble there on the ropes, just skipping out of distance and jumping straight back on him.
So often a fault, isn't it, of inexperienced fighters to cramp their own work, but Singh, a very good judge of distance, and he gives, oh, hello.
He's even knocking down the referee.
Referee David Irvin sees the funny side of it. I think it was an elbow rather than a punch, wasn't it?
But just before he put down the referee, there was a little slip of the right shoulder and a left body shot.
Oh, good shot again. What I was saying, Barry, is that he's a very good judge of distance, and he's got his man in trouble again in the closing seconds of this round. Gillen needed to fire something back. As he did so, down he went again, and Singh, I think, has just about finished his man here. The bell's about to go, but I don't think Gillen wants any more of it, and it's all over. It's all over at the end of the first round, and another outstanding performance from Vijender Singh.
You can't get more impressive than that, John. That was absolutely phenomenal. It really is. He's adapted to the program so smoothly. It's really good. But what I like about it, more than just showing tremendous power and strength, and I think strength is the key word when you turn pro, more than power, is still, he doesn't rush his work, and his distance, as you said, is exceptional. He uses his feet. Even when he's attacking, he's always taking a little half a step out, just so he doesn't get caught back with any silly counters. But he's always putting pressure on you, always right on you. And again, a tremendous. That was the first right hand to put Gillen down. And again, I think that was more timing, just over the back of the guard than anything else.
That is a cracking shot, Barry. That really is a good punch.
But he's landed with that right hand a few times before. Just didn't quite get it full enough power with it. But I think the finish, I think it might have been a left hook to finish up the combination. That right hand hurt in there. There you go, there's a left hook.
Well, under the tutelage of Lee Beard, he's clearly moving well into the pro ranks and showing a man's strength as well.
It is, and I think that was the accumulation of punches there that Gillen went down from. Really, he had nowhere to go. Took a big right hand and took a good left hook, a few follow-up punches, and he'll be disappointed. He's lost his undefeated record, but I think he might have lost his undefeated record to maybe a future star.
Well, we will see. Time will tell. But Vijender is doing nothing wrong at the moment, and he's built on his impressive debut with what is surely an even more impressive performance here. Here's Mark Burdis.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first round, Dean Gillen has failed to beat the referee's count. The winner in the blue corner from Delhi, India, Vijender Singh.
Good-looking fella, likeable man. We'll be hearing from him shortly, no doubt, as our people at ringside reflect on another very impressive win.
The second win there on his professional fight, Vijender Singh, and it didn't only impress here in Dublin, but that fight actually went out to millions of fans over in India. If you're still watching in India, welcome. And I mean, like Vijender Singh, we kind of heard of him only about 4 weeks ago, despite the fact that he's almost India's David Beckham. He's very well known over in India. We saw his professional debut, which impressed us all. I think we were all a bit shocked. But that, I mean, Steve, you were there, you watched it in Manchester. How much do you think he's improved in 4 weeks?
Better than the professional debut when he was excellent. You know what surprised me, Charlie, is how quick he's picked it up since the first time he went into a professional gym was July. I was there the first week. We got some footage of him somewhere in our archives of him on the bag in the first week when he went into the professional gym. And it's chalk and cheese. So now watch him on the pads that week with Lee Beard. But on that first week, Lee said to me about his strength, his jab. He said it's like a punch. And he showed on his strength there tonight. It was a fantastic performance. And you know what? I think we'll see him in India sooner than you think.
Because we've seen so many amateur boxers come through and it's hard to adapt. He's been an amateur for, my gosh, like nearly 20 years now. He's been in 3 Olympics, won so many different titles and medals. Normally we see them push punches, and but how much is it kind of almost it helped his experience, the fact that we saw him his footwork against the ring?
Yeah, you know, you've seen his technique throughout the whole fight. You know, he was able to step back. He had a good reading of his opponent, and you know, amateur boxing in the last few years has turned kind of professional, so it's kind of suited his style a bit more. And you see how solid he looks now. He's sturdy, and he's not as up on his toes as much as amateurs usually do be.
With yourself, is it something that you're looking to go into professional boxing? Are you watching him because I suppose the mentality is so different, especially with the computer scoring system in the Olympics and in amateur boxing?
Yeah, well, definitely. You know, I'll definitely be going in the pro ranks after Rio, and I have an adaptable style. I can go and do anything, so I believe you know, it won't be a problem for me to turn up and turn on the buttons when I need to do it.
How much power does Vijender have? I mean, we saw there, I I'm guilty of it, but I wanted the fight to carry on because I wanted to see more of it. And I wanted to see, you know, whether he could carry it on, whether the other guy, Sean, could get back, and whether actually Vijender could knock him out properly.
I know, I think you're terrible when you said no. Look, the strength, you know, I don't want to say he's got one-punch knockout power by any stretch at the moment, but it's developing, and you know, his power will develop in the gym, and also in that gym he's getting sparring with guys like Jamie Cox, who comes up from Birmingham once or twice a week. So it's something that as he improves, we'll see the power improve.
Okay, well, I'm sure we can't all wait, especially after we've just seen that. He is ringside, joined by Alex.
Yeah, all smiles for the team. 2 fights, 2 knockouts. You must be enjoying life as a pro.
Yes, sir, and I'm working hard with my coaches Lee and Roon, and thanks to him, like, you know, I'm going good right now. I got a 2-2-0, and yeah, very happy right now. Yeah.
And it's a big change for you, you know, coming from Delhi to Manchester. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, of course, it's everything is changed. Like training method is changed, and way of living is changed, and people is changed. Everything is changed. And before that, like I was an amateur boxer. Right now, I'm turning pro. So I'm learning pro techniques, pro schedule, pro footwork. Everything going to be changed for me. So, but I'm doing okay right now. I just always learning. Yeah, I can say that. Yeah.
And you're a big star back home. We believe 15, 20 million people watching this fight on Box Nation back home in India. How does that make you feel? Is there a bit of pressure that comes with that?
I think there is no pressure. I think there is much of responsibility. I can say that because lots of people, you know, look at you, and you should be like do good all the time. If you fail, like lots of hope going down, right? So it's not a pressure. I think it's a responsibility. I can say that. Yeah.
Let's ask Lee very briefly. How's he coming along? How's he looking in sparring? How's he adapting to life as a pro?
Yeah, he's been sparring a lot of good lads. You know, Anthony Lee, like in gym, Jimmy Kelly's 16 as a professional. You know, he's been doing a lot of rounds, and he's improving all the time. There's a lot of work that I can do with him, or we can do with him, but he's had 2 fights quite close together, so he's gonna have a little break now for a week, and then come back, and then we've got plenty of time between now and December 19th to work on what we want to work on.
Great to see you again on that Manchester bill where it all started, of course. You're 30 now. How serious are you about becoming a champion now as a professional?
20, sir. I feel like 20. You know, I don't feel like 30 right now. Yeah, it's up to you, like how you're thinking, right? I feel like 20. Yeah. What about that?
So
I'm not 30. I can say that. Yeah.
So